welcome to Travel with Sean. I'm Sean, and we're on the island of Madeira in Portugal. And this episode is about a deeper cultural experience on the island when you're not constrained to just a day. So come along, let's see what there is to see. We start our journey in Santana. The traditional Madeira houses were made of an A-frame architecture using wood and wicker with a thatched roof. You can go inside and you can look around them for free. There are very few of these traditional houses left from when Madeira was colonized in the 15th century. They are usually painted bright red and white with blue trim around the windows and door. The interior is not very spacious, but not divided into rooms either. Some of these houses are all white with the same light blue trim. To explore the island, we rented this smart car with automatic transmission. We found it very helpful. That was a smart move to make. São Jorge means Saint George. There we found the ruins of a 16th century sugarcane mill. There's not much left, but it's very picturesque. Nearby, we discovered a hiking trail, a little more than a mile long, up the side of a hill with cacti growing alongside of it. It was quite a workout for us, but the view was well worth it. São Vicente means Saint Vincent. Downtown, there is a walkway leading to the river, which can be crossed via this wooden bridge. From it, you can see this tiny chapel at the mouth of the river. When you reach the other side of the river, there is a hiking trail that runs to Funchal, on the other side of the island, about 24 miles away. Turning the other way, we walk through a small cave. Be careful though, because the path is not very level and might be wet and slippery with puddles to evade and water falling from the ceiling. About halfway through, there is a cutout which allows light in, so a flashlight is not necessary when you have daylight. At the end of the cave, there's a good view of Capelinha do Caião, the small chapel carved into a volcanic rock in 1692. Crossing the street, we come to the Atlantic Ocean and the beach with views of the cliff. The commercial center of the city has a row of shops and restaurants built up against the cliff. The entire strip is only about 100 yards or so long, and the narrow street has two-way traffic with parking on both sides. The sidewalk is also narrow, which can get congested with a small group of people. Porto Moniz is the northwesternmost city. Before you take the winding roads down into the city, you must stop while still on the cliffs above the city and take in this spectacular view. As the city is on the ocean and the island was made from a volcanic eruption, there are natural pools that were made from the cooling lava. This one is partially man-made and they charge an entrance fee. On this side of the city, the water is calm and very clear. The lava rocks form smaller pools that people can swim in for free. And the city has added walkways to make it safer and more attractive to people wishing to swim or just walk among the pools. Before leaving, you should stop by this frame and have somebody take your picture, capturing the beautiful natural scenery behind you. Here you can see how we did it. Era do Cerrado is a mountain viewpoint. At about 3,600 feet above sea level, it provides breathtaking views of the small village called in English Valley of the Nuns. In contrast to the coastal cities I've shown you so far, this village, deep in the heart of the island, is surrounded by tall mountains. Pico do Arrieiro is the third highest peak on Madeira, at almost 6,000 feet above sea level. For that reason, it is a popular place to watch the sunrise. It is also the start of a popular hiking trail. Madeira is a hiker's paradise with numerous trails of varying difficulty. This is the Cabo Girão skywalk, one of the highest cliffs in the world. This is the highest cliff skywalk in Europe, at over 1,900 feet above sea level. It is also a common starting point for hikers. Like many people, we came to watch the sunset. Câmara de Lobos means Chamber of Wolves. The name Chamber of Wolves refers to what the Portuguese call sea wolves, which is what Americans call seals. The chamber is this little cave which used to be home to a pack of seals. Over the centuries, they've gradually moved away because of the increased presence of humans, along with their boats and other motorized toys. In 1419, a Portuguese explorer named João Gonçalves Zarco was sailing along the western coast of Africa when he was driven further west by a storm and discovered the island. As the seas were rough from the storm, he sailed as far into the bay as he could and came ashore. He noted a large colony of seals, sea wolves, moving in and out of a sea cave on the side of the bay, and so he named this place the Chamber of Wolves. Upon coming ashore and exploring the island, he noted that it was heavily wooded, a dense jungle. So he named the island Madeira, meaning wood. This bay is now called Churchill Bay, named in honor of British Prime Minister Winston Churchill, who spent several weeks here in 1949 painting in Câmara de Lobos. Although he was here for less than 2 months, he obviously left a big impression. Ponta de São Lourenço means St. Lawrence Point. It is the northeasternmost point of the island. Some people like to walk out as far as they can to watch the sunrise. PR8 is a popular hiking trail that extends over 2 miles down the cape, and which may be challenging at times, but offers beautiful views of the cliffs. You may find yourself parking several hundred yards away from the parking lot because of the point's popularity. The parking lot is the beginning of the hiking trail, which extends out over 2 miles. There are food trucks, but you may want to bring along some snacks and water. The porta potty costs €1 per person to use. The hiking trail is the only way out and back. but be careful not to stray far from the trail for your own safety. Cristo Rey means Christ the King. It is a 49-foot tall statue of Jesus in the coastal city of Garajão. It marks the place from where the bodies of non-Catholics were thrown off the cliff until 1770, when the British cemetery of Funchal was established, because before then only Roman Catholics were allowed to be buried on the island. The Cristo Rey statue was built in 1927 in remembrance of the area's history. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below. Then you can be alerted to future episodes of Travel with Sean. Thanks again.